Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. This here's Porty's Garage. On today's episode, we're gonna work on this 2015 Porsche Macan Turbo. We're gonna be doing the front brakes. Let's get to it. All right, here's the kit we're gonna install today. This was purchased from Suncoast Porsche. You can see up here, we got the rotors, we got the brake pads here, the sensors, the wear sensors. We also have the clip set for the brake pads. We have the set screws in there for the rotors, as well as new caliper bolts. All right, here's one of the things you need to do if you have self-leveling on your Porsche. Let's get inside here and turn that off so we don't have issues coming in here. All right. So first thing you got to do is turn the baby in on. Let's turn the radio down so we don't get blasted out here. Then you can see here we have our self-leveling piece here. So you want to get it to normal ride height. So you can see that there. There goes the radio. And then once you have it to normal ride height, you press and hold it for 10 seconds. And we should get a notice on the, there we go. Self-level adjust is off. All right, now we can jack up the car. Don't forget your wheel chocks. Now that I got the wheel lock on, we can go ahead and take these off. But let's get the car jacked up so we can take the full wheel off. All right, here you can see the caliper. We're gonna have to take off these two bolts right here, and that takes a triple square M14 triple square on that. You can also see here is the wear indicator that we'll need to unplug as we get ready to do this. Here's the brackets that we need to take off as well. So let's go ahead and start pulling this apart. So brakes are all set. We're good to go. You just gotta get in here. Geez, you think I needed new brake pads? All right, so off camera, I did get a bigger bucket because that was just too short. But taking off the wear sensor is always a little bit tricky. But basically what it is, you have here, and I'll hold this up so you can kind of see it a little bit better. But basically you have this, it's gonna be on the top like this. This little button you push down here and then it slides right off. Just kind of a pain to get to. The other side, which is the wear indicator side, you'll see is a little bit different. So this side here with the little knob here is up, and it'll be in like that. Once you disconnect it, there's a little bracket back here. It's kind of hard to go in and see, but basically all you do is just turn this and then it pops out. All right, so now that we got that off, let's work on getting these rotors off, and then we can start putting things back together. Okay, let's get to taking this rotor off. First thing I do is take off the set screw. That is a T30. Hopefully it's not too bad. There we go. Not too bad. I did hit this with a little bit of rust penetrate. As you can see, looks pretty rusty around there, so this is probably going to be a bit of a pain in the butt to get off. So normally what I do on my other cars, I just beat the snot out of it with a hammer. I'm replacing the rotor, so I'm not really worried about it. It just seems a little excessive. I did see somebody online use some gear pullers, so picked me up a set of these extra large ones here at your handy dandy Harbor Freight, and let's see if we can't use this to take them off, take this off a little bit easier. Loosen that up a bit. Okay, I have a feeling this is gonna take some oomph. Let's make sure we got this going the right way. Nope, wrong way. Oh yeah, this is okay. Let's get the brake on this. This is gonna take some Of course, I got the wrong size. 1 second, please. Okay, got the adapter for the breaker bar here, so. Whew. That popped off pretty quick, huh? Here, one of the things I wanted to show real quick is, you know, this wear indicator. I have no idea how this did not go. It's so low. I mean, you can take this off. Look at how thin that is. Oh, well, you can see that on camera, but really thin. This one's a little bit better, so I might be a little bit off. But you can also see there's a nice groove here for these, so needed to replace the rotors. All right, now that we've got the rotor off, I'm gonna do a little cleanup on this. There we go. All right, now let's get this all prepped up to receive the rotor. I did clean it earlier, you saw that. Now what I want to do is use some of this aluminum anti-seize lubricant on here. So next time you don't have to use the jaws of life to you know, take that off there. So let's mix this up a little bit. It's been a while since I used it, so just put that around the edge there. That'll keep it from, get a little bit where you can see that it was rusting on there a little bit. I probably use a little bit too much, but oh well. It comes off easier next time, right? All right, next up, we're gonna get the, actually I'm gonna take this. This is a little tool I bought, especially if you're into Porsches, M14 by 1.5. You can actually screw it in where a lug nut goes. Works really great for putting your tires back on. So that'll help me get the rotor on there and let it hang a little bit. So the first thing you want to do, try not to touch where the brake pads go. But what I normally like to do, hopefully you guys can see this down here, is I clean the back side first. Make sure it's got all the contaminants off. Okay, now take this and put it on. This does say the right, so that's good. Now let's stay there while we put our retaining screw in. There we go, nice and tight like tiger. Okay, one of the things I didn't show on the other side was how to retract the pistons in here. So I got this little tool, ordered it online, goes in between the pads, crank it out, expands it, and you get all 6 pistons at one time. So let's do that real quick. That has got to be it. Looks like all 6 pistons are retracted. All right, good deal. All right, so let's get this brake caliper ready to accept the pads, and then we can slap that back on. First thing we need to do is take out these retaining clips, and they just kind of pop out like that. And then we'll put the new one in. Just kind of press it a little bit there. There we go. Put that one in. I already put that one in, so we should be good to go there. All right. Now, Porsche does not recommend greasing the pistons, so we will not do that. But I am going to put a little bit on these guides here before we put the pads in. First, let's get the sensor on the back part of the pad. So try not to touch these with my hands. I'm all jacked up. So it's just kind of slides right in here, fat part towards the brake. And then let me set this back down. Let's get a little bit of some of the lube here, brake lube. Just gonna put a little bit on these contact points here, so. All right, let's put this pad in. So as we do this, this little part is gonna go through the middle of the caliper. It's gonna be hard to go in because it's pushing against those plates. There we go. Oh, there we go. Nice. Got that one in. Let's try to get this other one in. All right, now what we want to do is clean the outside of this rotor. Get the light out of the way. All right, now we're ready to put the caliper back on. There we go. We have the caliper back on. And we'll get the bolts in. Oop. Okay, started putting the old bolt back in. Let's take that out. I put the new one in the bottom down there, just started anyways to get us going. Go. All right, so we're good right there. Let me get the torque wrench out and get it set up so that we can torque these babies down. They go down to 22 foot-pounds or 30 Newton meters, and then they say do 90 degrees. So we'll give her a shot. All right, 22 foot-pounds. That is not much at all. And then they said to do 90 degrees, right? So let's go. All right, next up, let's reroute this past your bleeding nipple here and get that behind that. And then slide this back in here. Remember, it goes in sideways and then it turns up. There we go. Got the little snap. All right, we should be good on this side. Next, we'll get the wheel pointed the right way and then put the wheel back on and we'll hit the other side. Okay, let's get this tire back on. Another thing, you might have saw me playing with the tire over there. If you're a true Porsche-phile, or whatever you want to call it, Porsche enthusiast, the tip of the shield should be pointing to your valve stem. That's how you know you got a real true Porsche person. All right, good here. Take the light out. Torque specs for this are 118 foot-pounds. All right, there we go. Hey guys, that's a wrap. We got the other side done off camera. You don't need to see that again. So that's doing the front brake service on the Porsche Macan. This is a 2015 Turbo Edition. Now, the last really step you need to do on this is bed in the brakes. Porsche recommends 125 miles before having any hard braking. Obviously it's emergency, you got to brake hard, but try not to do that. Run them for about 125 miles so that you can bed those in. Now I've read online some guys or some people go in and want to run them at 35 miles an hour and do some hard stops, and then up to 45 miles an hour, 55 miles an hour and hard stops, get them really hot and then let them bed in that way. I'm going to take the Porsche's recommendation on this and kind of bed them into 125 miles. Also don't forget to turn back on your self-leveling for the air suspension on this as well. That's really one of the last things to do before you go bed them in. One more thing I want to show you guys. Let's take a look at these brakes again. So if you take a look at these, again, these are the wear indicators really never went off, but you can see, I mean, they just fell apart as they took them off. Same thing with the other side, just fell apart. You can see it's just about ready to break that. And then you can feel on here, there's a lip on both of these. So, you know, word of advice, don't always take what the instruments are saying inside the car. Make sure you check your equipment and do your brakes. And with that, I'm gonna end the video here. Please like, subscribe below, and we'll see you guys next time. We're gonna do a couple more episodes on the Macan here. I'm gonna do the rear brakes because those are gonna be needed if these ones were needed as well. I'm gonna do an interim service as well. So stay tuned, like, subscribe. See you guys next time.